It is Tuesday, August 24th. I didn't meditate today. I didn't meditate this morning because I had a client that was assigned to me today, and there was a morning meeting that I wanted to participate in, a peer consultation group, and it's been a while that I participated in one of those, and I figured, well, I have clients scheduled this week. Let me get into the swing of things and introduce myself and just, become familiarized with this world again that it's been a while that I've tapped into. So the meeting was at 9, and I had to play my morning game with my car where I was gonna park. So I woke up, got ready. I went to bed pretty decent. I stayed up reading poetry and I went to bed and I do that sometimes when I meditated yesterday and there was nothing. And so last night I just opened myself up. I said, God, if there's anything you want to show me, I'm here, right? I'm here, but thankful. Thank you for these experiences, for this moment, for feeling home, really, and feeling complete within myself, just in this moment, and excited for what was to come. And those of you that follow me, you probably saw that I posted. By the time you get to this video, I had already posted it, but I posted the new print from that Jewel sent and on my Instagram, and this feeling of whole and complete, and just looking within and not really depending on not really depending on someone else for me to feel the sense of wholeness and completeness within myself. So that feels amazing. And continuing to love just me being me in my space. And so so I went to bed and I just see light. I see the purple, the bright purple on the left side, and it's just like taking up just the left side of it. And then I see it on the right side, not as strongly as the left, but present still, but no movement. It just the light, the purple light, and that was it. And then I fell asleep. So I mentioned I didn't meditate this morning, but I wanted to reach out to my author friend, my writer friend, acquaintance, because we'd been communicating about poetry, and so I emailed him this morning of just how it, I mentioned that I'm a messy reader. I tend to write in the, on the margins. I underline words that I don't know, and then I look them up. So I was doing a lot of that with my cousin's book, and words that I'm just not familiar. I'm not used to using. I've worked with kids most of my life, so I've had to use words that they can connect with, right? And I never really tapped into. I would read, but not really read, or it was always far and few in between. But I'm doing more of the reading, and I'm looking up a lot of words. I'm just like, and so I told him, I'm looking up a lot of words, and then anyway, so I'm sharing with him this process that's unfolding for me, right? Like how this reading is making me feel, and I put, I was playing around at the beginning, and well, I put, I kept reading, I kept underlining, I kept looking up words that were not familiar to me, and then I would read it again, and then in parentheses, is that an example of tautology? Ha, that's one of the words I looked up. And then I put, but in all seriousness, the more I looked up and reread their work, the intensity was there, the heavier it felt. And I became saddened. So much sadness, so much pain, it was heartbreaking. And then he responded, you may be onto something vital. How is this designed to make me feel? What emotional understanding is it coming from? What emotional understandings is it coming from? Is the emotion raw or cooked, etc.? And what happens when sorrow, grief, anguish, despair isn't balanced by joy, happiness, hope, and faith? Wonderful questions. So it's making me think. And in the subject line he put, what is art? So I was like thrilled that he asked me that. And yeah. So I'm enjoying my correspondence with this new acquaintance. And I'm eager to respond back, or to think, really, to think and reflect, and to write, right, as I continue to be inspired. And the more I think about it, the more I want to do an open mic. I want to read my work and see if it connects with people, Yeah. So I'm tickled. I'm excited. And then I was thinking, I connected with someone else, and this other person is trying to find the next adventure. It's interesting, right? And so before I speak to that, this morning I think I sent that to him yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. This morning I sent another email. I sent another email to... Oh no, it was this morning. That was this morning. Oh, it was the same email. I thought it was two separate emails. He had two different responses. Okay. I put, I'm off to play the morning game with my car. I have a meeting at 9. My calendar is filling up with clients. I'm excited to get into this new swing of things and establish this new normal for myself in a city that keeps me wondering, keeps me wanting more. And then I put, I hope your day is full of wonder and that you are left wanting more. And his response was this. Oh, so he put tasty feelings. Enjoy. Then he put something that made me think. As for me, I'm not wanting to want more so much anymore. So for me, it's more about accepting each instance as complete, just as it is. Nothing to add, nothing to take away each moment. Isn't that lovely? So it made me think, he's very much just like, this is it. This is what it is, right? Each moment, this is what it is. And then I have this other person that I'm reconnecting with. And this other person is wanting to look for the next adventure. Because he just came back from one. And so then that leaves me thinking, well, what if someone asked me what my adventure is? What's my next adventure? And I was talking to myself this morning, like I often do, and realizing that I'm living my next adventure. I'm in the middle of my adventure. Every every moment that I'm living is my adventure. The next moment that's just around the corner is my adventure, right? I mean, I'm looking at my life, every moment of it, as an adventure, right? Even if it's playing this morning game of where am I going to park my car, you know, what street is going to feel like, okay, I can park it here, right? And driving around and still learning. And could it be that this place is new for me? Yes, it's of course very clearly obvious. But that's what I've created for myself, right? And then I wonder, could I have incorporated this in my old life? But then that's, you know, dancing with the past. A past that I can't change, right? I can only move forward. Be present and move forward. And so I realize now that, you know, I just have this moment, which will lead me to the next moment, which will lead me to the next moment. And it's how I look at that, right? Because then I was even thinking, I'm like, I can plan. It reminded me of planning. Oh, because, so I mentioned it to this other person that I was reconnecting with. I said, oh, because he mentioned the Dolomites. I was like, oh, I got all excited. Because the Dolomites have been on my list of places to go visit. And he wants, that's one of the places that he's looking into. And I was just like fascinated. I was like, oh, that would be so great if you did that. And then mentioning, like, there's this other place that I know I've been desperately wanting to go back and explore, and it was in Switzerland when I was there. And it's this path in the Swiss Alps, this hike that takes you to the foot of a glacier, and then you hike up. And mentioning that to him, like, maybe that's something you'd like to do too, right? And then in my head thinking, well, why don't I do it? I'm like, okay, you know, be real with me, right? I'm just starting to get my bearings again, just starting work again. So is it something that I can do right now? No. Unless someone pays for me to go. But, you know, it takes planning, right? Vacations take planning, events take planning, and realizing that I can plan this elaborate vacation, but tomorrow is still not promised. And so why am I going to wait for this vacation to feel like my life is an adventure, right? Or to be happy when, right? I mean, people often say that, right? We're often living in that mentality. I will be happy when X happens. I will be happy when I get a promotion, when I make more money, when I have a baby, when I have a family, when I have a marriage, when I have a boyfriend. I will be happy when. And so I'm looking at these two individuals, their responses, right? And then realizing I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm somewhere in the middle. Like I tend to be, right? It's somewhere in the middle. That was all. So, I was gonna go to Costco. I have a rug I need to return, and I'm running low on my food. And so, well, the food that I prefer to eat, right? Just like my berries, my lettuce, my hummus. I can probably wait till the end of the week. I might wait till the end of the week, actually, because I don't want to move my car right now. I can be there until Thursday. Even though it's a few blocks back, across the street from a park. I think I might just leave it there. I was gonna go move it an hour ago, but then I got distracted, and I've been trying to mess with this printer. And then even realizing I need to move my desk over and clear it, still work on that messiness, because the outlet here needs attention, and I think overall it just might help whoever comes in, you know, messes with it, fixes it, if I move all my stuff over. So anyways, I just wanted to speak to the light that I saw last night, and just this realization, right, of where I'm at, and being grateful, feeling grateful, and excited to start helping people again, I think that's what triggered the video, and I must have not talked about that part. Just that I'm looking forward to help. Like I'm hearing people with their case consultation, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to jump into that again, and to help, and to be there for that someone, you know, and help them find their own balance with it, you know. So that was all. Guys, have a good one. My name is Yubi, and in case you haven't figured it out, this footage is capturing my experience as I learn to navigate my personal spiritual awakening. I am learning that this experience is unique to each one of us, in whatever way we believe we are embracing living our truth. This just happens to be my journey. And despite me having a graduate degree and a license in clinical social work, this by no means is intended to replace any type of mental health advice. This is just me on a personal level, documenting my experience, shedding light on the truth that I am learning and discovering for myself, and really inviting you along for the ride. If by some magical chance you find this content to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, please click the like button, share the message, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have an Instagram account, a personal one, and one specifically for this channel that you're more than welcome to check out. I'm an open book. I have also created t-shirt designs. I'm wearing my favorite one right now, which is the North Node design, but I have that and other things that you can look at, inspired by this process and journey, and I have the link in the description box as well as in the about section of my YouTube channel. So you're more than welcome to check those items out. Any type of support is great. Again, if you find this content really helpful or meaningful, sometimes when we take that step and be vulnerable, with showing what's inside our hearts and what's really our truth, we realize that we're much more connected than what we thought we were. And so I hope that as I'm living this experience, and that you find some type of truth for yourself, or find some type of ability to heal in some way, just by relating, just by knowing that you're not alone. That really has been my goal with this process, not just being able to connect with others, but really for my own healing. It's definitely been a therapeutic experience and a very creative one for myself. So I thank you, and I wish you all the best, and we'll see what else comes next for me. So take care.